All right, you work hard, you deserve to play hard as well, right? So you deserve an awesome vacation. We all do. And that goes for working adults and for working students and for anybody who can. We've got a friend and manager of Group Financial Partnership Support and Financial Education at JMMB, Michelle Sinclair Doyley. A ray of sunshine, always. She's going to help us out with a budget-friendly vacation guide. Hi, Mish.
Hey, Michelle, how are you?
Hi, Simone. Hi, Neville. Hi, Jamaica.
I told you, she's a ray of sunshine. So Mish, a lot of us have this notion that a vacation is a luxury. You are saying it should be something that we all try to take at some point.
Of course, vacation I keep, staycation I keep. You know, in the COVID season, we learned a lot about mental health and how important it is for us to take a break. And so now it is the time for us to take the break. We don't want to kill our finances, but we can live a life of and, right?
Yes.
So we can have the vacation and still have some other wonderful financial goals being achieved.
Gotcha.
So let's do that today.
So talk us through that then. We need to play on a budget. You're going to give us some tips to do that. And we start with predetermining limits.
Mm-hmm. So let us think about it this way. If you earn $1.2 million for the year, then that is $100,000 per month. If you earn $200,000 per month instead, the cost of a vacation that costs $100,000, right? The price is $100,000. It is costing one person 1 full month of their labor, and another person is going to be costing them only half of a month of labor.
Right.
So when you think about it from that perspective, now you start to say to yourself, okay, so how much can I wisely afford and not sabotage my other financial dreams? So you're now gonna say, okay, this is the amount, so calculate it, make sure it's really worth it. And then you put it in a separate account, and you call that one play.
Oh, I like that. Let me write that down.
Yes, ma'am. So that one is your play budget.
You hear that,
and
Ned?
what you do
Okay.
is when you're going to play on your vacay, you play from there. You don't go dip into the money for the house or dipping into the money for the children's education in order to play. But we want to play and also enjoy our financial goals, our other financial goals.
Yeah. Michelle, I was mentioning to Simone, now my kid's mom, she goes on a holiday every year, and if she come back Saturday, she starts save Sunday for the next for the next vacation. But I just told that story. But you have some people who actually borrow money to go on vacation. I mean, they will go, say it costs, as you said, $100,000, and they actually borrow money to do that. That makes sense?
I wouldn't advise that. Why not save towards it instead? So you know how much the vacation is going to cost you. And then you say, all right, what can I do on the side in order to earn that vacation? So let us say, for example, if you do hair. Let's say a woman braids people's hair. And she says, all right, I get a profit of $5,000 per client. And the vacation is going to cost me $100,000. Then it means I need to get what? 20 clients. So now you're running down to get the 20 clients because you say, okay, the vacation coming up, all right, I'm halfway there. And you keep on going like that. So you're using it now to really energize you towards what it is that you want to get to.
Yeah.
So you're suggesting...
I wouldn't advise taking the loan.
Right,
because
so
you fall on the vacation and you're going to stress out yourself now for how many months to pay it off.
Yeah.
Sorry to jump in. So you're suggesting don't mix up the thing. Vacation money is vacation money, and every other money is every other money.
That's what you're
suggesting.
Point one, play money is play money.
Right.
And leave that alone. But you raised two other points in your response.
Play money though, right?
Say again, Mish?
Play money is not play money.
No.
So therefore,
right.
We want to make sure that we are wise when we play.
But in your response to Nev's question a while ago, you raised 2 points. One is financial targets and setting those, and the second is additional revenue streams, which is something you're going to need to come back and talk to us about, because some people have some gifts in them and now monetize it, and that can pay for them vacation. But let's come back. Must-haves versus desires. Talk to me about that.
Repeat that, please.
Listing your must-haves versus your desires.
Oh, yes, because you want to be able to scrounge to splurge. So you're going to be splurging on the must-have. So let us say, for example, you're going to go to Florida and you say, must go to Disney. All right, so the Disney part of the trip is the splurge. So now, what are you gonna scrounge on in order to splurge? So it may be that you're gonna scrounge to on the accommodation, you're gonna stay at your friend or at your family member's house, or maybe you're gonna do an Airbnb, or maybe it is that you're gonna go into a cheaper airport and drive. You can actually rent a car, and drive, and I realize that dependent on the cost of traveling to a nearer airport, sometimes it's actually cheaper to go to a further airport and drive in. Or how about this one? Many times we leave from Normal Manley Airport. Many times it's a lot cheaper to just go to Donald's and stuff. And the cost
drive down Abu Bay and fly from there.
Right, and the cost of the ground transportation in Jamaica, we can't call the names of the companies, right?
Right.
It's cheaper for you to take nice, decent transportation to Montego Bay and fly out from there. So therefore, you are scrounging there in order to splurge on what you really want.
Copy that.
And even if you're having a staycation, sometimes you realize, but I really not want to eat all of the food, that is going to really add up to me staying at an all-inclusive. So we say, okay, let's instead go to a lovely villa. And let me get a couple other persons roped into this thing so that it becomes less expensive.
Yes,
so
can spread the cost.
You go to the beach,
yes.
Right? But you're not getting with as much of the cost. So you're going to be splurging and scrounging, but you're scrounging to splurge.
Final one you have here is saying yes to payment options, or well, advanced planning, but I think we would have kind of covered that in what you're talking about, because we have to plan ahead to save, to have this money to play. So let's talk about saying yes to the payment options, because sometimes we don't have it one time. What options do we have here? Should we use our credit cards?
If you're going to pay the credit card off at the end of the month, so you're not going to be paying additional on it, right? You're not going to be paying the interest, and there's no problem doing that, right? However, in terms of payment options, there are some places that will say, okay, and it's normally if you're going to be having a more informal agreement with someone, that you can say, okay, I'm going to be paying X amount now and X amount at another time, right? And so in that way, you can take advantage. But I really would not advise somebody putting the money on a credit card unless you're going to be able to pay it off at the end of the month. You don't want to be paying any extra on it. You had a vacation, you don't want to go stress yourself out after. Oh. But here are some things you can do though, right? You can take a shorter trip though, So maybe you can't afford a long trip. And so you're thinking it's going to be $200,000. If you cut the cost of the trip by just staying for a shorter period of time, then maybe you won't need to put it on the credit card.
Yeah, Miss.
So those are some things you can do.
Yeah, Miss, Simone mentioned credit card, but you have some credit cards where you get points, you can stay at hotel free, so if you spend a little $50,000, you can end up. So the credit card might not necessarily be the worst idea in life. What do you think?
No, man, it's not the worst idea at all. I'm not saying not to use a credit card. I'm saying ensure that if you're going to use a credit card,
you can pay it
off at the end of the month. Because of course, you can get the travel miles and all of those things. That's wonderful. I mean, my brother the other day, he went on a trip. He didn't pay not 1 cent because all of it was based on the points that he had racked up based on the credit card. And sometimes you may have traveled with an airline before, and you don't even realize that you actually do have some bonus points you can use with them. I realized the other day, I was like, what's this?
So you need to also check out what is available to you, like through those avenues, through your points for travel, through your points for your credit card, because you may have some money there lying down waiting for it to help you to go and play on your vacay.
Miss,
absolutely.
Great to see you. Have a great weekend. Stay safe, you and your family, and God bless you. Great to see you always.
Always.
All right?
Thank you so much, Neville. Thanks, Simone.
Hold on, Michelle. Michelle, hold on 1 second. What is your pet name or your nickname or the two of them?
Oh, Lord. So many different ones. Some people call me Mishibu. Some people call me Mishka. Some people call me... The one that I heard one day is... Her name is Michelle Sinclair Doyley. And she look like a dolly baby.
Dolly, yeah, of course.
I love
Now
that
we're
one day.
talking. Of course.
Easy, Dolly. Later, yeah. Later, Dolly.
That's gonna stick. Oh, so
Michelle
bad.
Sinclair Doyley. She's the manager of Group Financial Partnership Support and Financial Education at JMB.
And we're never calling her Michelle again.
Yeah.
Now she's the official
Dolly.
JMB Dolly. It's simple.